So 12 years ago, my boss, who is a Rotarian from Central Iowa, retired, and he and his wife were going to sail the world. They had done a business career, very successful. They had done Rotary, and they were just going to take a break and enjoy life. He was in his mid-60s and made the mistake of going on a medical missions trip with some friends that were doctors and nurses. They went to East Africa, Tanzania, Kenya area. He brought his wife along. Floyd was going to build stuff. The doctors and nurses were going to do their thing. Kathy was just there to enjoy Africa. And she saw starvation for the first time ever and was devastated. I think they took the money they were going to spend on that sailboat and they went and got some food. They barter traded because these women had made handcrafts, and Kathy knew we could sell those crafts here. So she brought them back and they started this operation with East Africa. This was in 2004. In 2008, there was something called the Great Recession that happened in America, and they started to think we might need to shift our focus here slightly. They had been feeding millions of people. They're now up to 361 million in the 12 years of their retirement. But they had been feeding people primarily in Africa, Haiti. When the Haiti earthquake happened in 2010, they gave 50 million meals to Haiti. But in 2011, they made a shift and they said, we really need to deal with local hunger as well. So today we're actually packaging a beans and rice meal. Since we have 5 assembly lines here, when 6 Rotarians from 9 different clubs on the North Shore get behind that funnel and do the sealing and the weighing and all the process that it takes to get these meals put together to hand out locally, we're going to be able to package 10,000 meals per hour. We're going to do 16,000 today, so it'll just be a couple-hour project, but all those meals are going to stay local. Almost every meal I've packaged, we've done 16 million in the Northeast, has stayed at a local pantry. This is the 3rd event in the Homeless and Hunger Initiative for District 7930, and we're just going to be packaging as many meals as often as we can and giving them out locally. We ask the pantries which kind they want. We actually do have 4 kinds of domestic meals now. This is a variation of our international meal, so we've just added pinto beans to it to make it a beans and rice instead of just a veggie rice protein mixture that we give out internationally.
We selected beans and rice because it was the only option that was kosher and gluten-free.
99% of the meals I've done have stayed in the county in which the meals are packaged. We happen to be standing in the hungriest county in all of New England. There's 139,000 hungry people just in Middlesex County. 38,000 are children.
What was really important to Amy and I, and what I love about this, is that it's completely local. So each club is going to walk away with the food that they package and bring it to the food pantry of their choice. I'm in the Wakefield Club, so it'll go straight to the Wakefield Interfaith Food Pantry. That means a whole lot to me.
Every one of the 192 counties that I've worked in, they are trying to combat hunger in their local community. So that's why the meals stay local. That's why Rotarians get involved. Rotarians have been known for 110 years for service above self. So these Rotarians make sacrifices. They've raised $4,000 to pay for these 16,000 meals because we can feed a kid for a quarter. It's the most nutritious, least expensive meal the folks who get it have ever eaten, and they literally have to boil water to make it.
Each club can pony up the funds to buy the raw materials and put together 2,000 meals apiece. And by the time we put the word out, and it kind of started to snowball us a little bit, a lot of more clubs were jumping on. They were very interested and very excited about it. So all in all, I think we have 8 or 9 clubs. Today we're going to be putting together 16,000 meals, which is fantastic.
We have 2 other varieties of a pasta dish. It's a mac and cheese, like an Easy Mac, and tomato basil. It's like a spaghetti goulash kind of meal. And our brand new meal is apple cinnamon oatmeal. So every one of those meals has 21 vitamins and minerals, 11 grams of protein. It's just very nutritious, really easy to make, inexpensive to produce. You can feed a family of 4 for $1. There's a lot of hungry kids. If you look across our country, 1 out of 5 kids is hungry. When I started doing this full-time 6 years ago, it was 1 out of 4. Some areas of New England, like down East Maine, was 1 out of 3. It is slowly getting better, but we just really need to feed as many hungry kids as we can. Floyd has never taken a cent of pay. We don't waste anything. We do next to no fundraising and advertising. It's all word of mouth. And this has spread like wildfire through the Rotary districts, from the South Shore of Boston, all throughout the Northeast. There's 14 districts that have done this.
Last May, we had our district conference in Boston, and that was the first time we had brought this program into our district. And it was a huge success. Almost every club in our district, we have 47 Rotary clubs, and almost everybody sent a representative, and it was so successful that another couple of clubs tried it about 2 months ago, and we thought we could do this here a little bit more locally.
There are 31 districts in the Northeast, so we could have every district involved in a project like this. And when your district does it, it really encourages other districts to do the same.
First started out very small, and we thought just our Rotary Club. Then we thought, well, we could really do this as a bigger project to get to a larger number. And so we invited any other Rotary Club in our district that wanted to participate. So I think we have 9 Rotary Clubs today who are participating. Our goal is to do 16,000 meals in 2 hours, and I think that's more than we would have done alone. So we're pretty happy with that.